Today we present 5 celebrities who believe in crazy conspiracy theories. Number 5. Mark Ruffalo, 9/11 Truth, GMOs, and Zika virus. Print Ruffalo is most popular for playing the Hulk in the effective Marvel Vindicators establishment. He's lesser known for clearly vouching for Congress about clinical science he has no mastery in, and, a little ways down from that, for being a scheme scholar. As indicated by Mark, having seen film of the pinnacles imploding, his previously thought was structures don't tumble down that way, notwithstanding a few thousand architects and researchers guaranteeing us that indeed, yes they do. Professing to have done his own examination, almost certainly comprising of thousands of long stretches of YouTube recordings, Mark Ruffalo is persuaded that the planes couldn't in any way, shape or form have cut the pinnacles down. Imprint has expressed on Twitter that he accepts that the Zika virus refer to cause birth imperfections, for example, microcephaly, a deformity where the cerebrum and skull are anomalous little and which prompts serious psychological and actual impedances, is a fabrication, and that the genuine reason for microcephaly in children destined to moms with Zika was a particular pesticide delivered by the organization Sumitomo. The lone verification of this was an exposed case by an alleged gathering of unidentified Argentinian doctors, seeing from a remote place, as the flare-up was going on in Brazil. His last and least discussed connivance conviction is that GMOs cause malignancy and different sicknesses, and will wreck the climate. While the facts confirm that a few organizations, for example, Monsanto, make their GMO crops sterile and this can affect encompassing homesteads because of cross-fertilization, GMOs themselves are not unsafe to plant or to eat, and don't cause any negative well-being impacts, as the adjustments are all around to make the plants impervious to dry season, flooding, and nuisances without the requirement for pesticides or costly water and waste frameworks. Number 4. Kylie Jenner, chemtrails. At the point when planes consume their fuel, they abandon a fume trail. In the very way that a vehicle radiates exhaust, so does a plane, however in the higher elevations. The fumes gather into what are basically little mists dragging along the jet. As the fly moves in an orderly fashion, they abandon a straight line of fume, which blurs fairly rapidly as it vanishes in the sun. A few people, worried by the appearance of these fume mists, smell a rat, and Kylie Jenner, girl of Caitlyn Jenner, sister to the Kardashian triplet, is among them. In 2015, Kylie made various tweets and Instagram posts about chemtrails and the possibility that the planes flying over her home were attempting to eliminate something, potentially her. She requested responses to such inquiries as, who thought this was a smart thought, and what effect will this have on our youngsters, the responses to which are no one, and none, individually. Number 3. Jaden Smith, Wakanda. Jaden Smith, child of Will Smith, isn't timid about his unconventional convictions, sharing posts on his Instagram day by day about his confidence in everything from recuperating precious stones to pyramid tricks, around which he once framed a religion, to the possibility that mirrors and eyes aren't genuine. Jaden Smith is an authentic wonderland of totally crazy speculations. Among these is the conviction that concealed someplace on Earth, there are pockets of progress that, similar to the legendary Marvel formation of Wakanda, have hyper-trend-setting innovation that they basically aren't offering to the remainder of the world. In spite of the fact that he won't state where he accepts these future cities to be found, or what sort of tech they may have, he expressed that he thinks we need to investigate and discover them, so we can partake in their evidently superb tech insurgencies to benefit humankind. Number 2. Madonna, COVID-19 vaccine withholding. Coronavirus has brought out both the best and the most exceedingly terrible in mankind this year, alongside a large number of paranoid ideas covering everything from its source to its inevitable treatment. Among individuals spreading these speculations is acclaimed pop star and 80s symbol Madonna, who solidly accepts that not exclusively does an immunization for COVID-19 as of now exist, it's as a rule deliberately retained from the general population. In a now erased Instagram video, the panther print-clad pop deer expressed that the antibody as of now exists, yet that it's not beneficial, as is being retained until it is, guaranteeing that the public authority and the drug business would prefer to see individuals pass on than discharge the immunization, in as much as the rich get more extravagant and the poor get more unfortunate. While not the most crazy or hazardous hypothesis about the infection, in any event she trusts it exists. It's still abnormal to accept that a safeguard measure is being retained from the public, since it's some way or another less beneficial than burning through billions on alleviation charges and losing heaps of citizens. Number 1. Mos Def, Osama bin Laden isn't real. This is maybe the most peculiar hypothesis on the rundown, and that is stating something. Rapper, singer, actor and activist Yasin Bey, known best by his stage name Mos Def, offered expressions and even composed a tune in 2005 that embraced not just the conviction that 9/11 was an inside work, however, that Osama bin Laden didn't even really exist. Mos Def expressed during a scene of Real Time with Bill Maher in 2009 that the established press made a huge deal about bin Laden, to the point of making a boogeyman and a bogus persona to center the public's fury and scorn. In the tune, Container Laden, Mos Def raps with a modest bunch of other renowned performers counting Eminem and Jada Kiss about the 9/11 assaults, with lines, for example, "Shrub thumped down the pinnacles," and "Canister Laden was a CIA strategist." If you like my video, please subscribe my YouTube channel and get to more video, put the bell icon. Thank you for watching us.